all fit and well, nobody's injured, ill, nothing we need to worry about, so we'll start setting ourselves up as normal, standing nice and tall, drawing that tummy in, getting those shoulders back, feet underneath our hips, and just let that weight gently rock forward to the toes and back to just before you think you're going to fall. So we always start this way, setting that body up, getting ourselves ready to move, waking up those senses, getting a feel for our balance. That's it. So just a couple more times. And finding that spot where we feel nicely centered and balanced, hands onto hips, or one hand just under the belly button, one in the small lower back, and tilt that pelvis under, and then put that arch at the bottom of the spine, under and back. So we're doing two things, we're loosening up that lower back area, but we're also finding a neutral spine. Again, just setting ourselves up, getting ourselves ready to move, relearning that posture, making ourselves stand up properly. A couple more. One more, and then we should have a nice position where we're standing nice and tall, well balanced, and starting moving those feet, so pressing through the ball of your foot, down into the ground, and let your arms just naturally start to swing in your walking movement. That's it. Just gently swinging those arms through from the shoulder. Let that arm action increase. We're starting to come a little bit higher. Pressing one arm back now as the other's coming higher up at the front. That's good. Bringing those up. Taking a little higher still. All the way up and back. Give them that good stretch now around the chest and shoulders. Bring those arms slightly wider. That's good. And one more inside. And bring that back down. So just stood nice and tall, those feet underneath our hips. Just going to take a reach down to one side, then the other. So you start to feel that stretch down your side. And each time now, just going to start to reach slightly further out. Taking that slightly wider, looking towards your hand. To reach now wide as we can, really reaching that out. We're going to start to let that go just back behind our shoulder. So try a little bit of rotation there. Bringing that up and round. Try to take a little further each time. Bring the arm back and round. And let's take that now into that rotation of the upper body. Sweep nice and gently around. That's it. Release that outer heel, sweep that through. That's good. Couple more. One more each way. And bring that back in. If you just give yourself a few seconds just for any dizziness to settle there. Stand standing nice and tall, taking that weight onto one leg. I just want you to sweep that foot through. Trying to stand nice and tall and still, minimising that lean to the side, just enough so your foot can clear the ground. So one more, and bringing it down, reset onto that other leg, nice and tall, sweep it through. Need to be taking that leg super high, just enough to try and upset that balance, so the rest of the body has to work to keep standing up. Nice and tall again, back onto the first leg. I'm just going to sweep this across in front. Just taking it out to the side and across. So just challenging that balance in the opposite plane of movement. Again, don't need to be taking that leg really high. Just enough for that movement to challenge your balance. Set yourself onto the other leg, nice and tall, sweeping out and across. That's it. Keeping that going nice and steady there. Feet back nicely underneath those hips, standing tall. We're going to take those hands up above the head, taking it one way, then the other, gently that way, and over. One more each way, and we'll extend the movement around. So this time I'm going to sweep it all the way through into that windmill, changing direction at the top, sweep that through. If you need to soften those knees to protect lower back and hamstrings, absolutely fine. Or for that deeper stretch, we can keep the legs straighter. That's it. Gently around, sweep that through. Good, couple more. And one more. And bring that back in, well done. Okay, checking those feet still nicely underneath the hips, and we're just going to dip that down into our squat, stand it back tall. So sitting back, bending those knees, aim with that 90 degrees if you can, or if not, if you do struggle with that, take it to wherever you feel comfortable. Just don't need to go any lower than that 90. going to change it up a little bit. Two more. We're going to add a little pulse into it. So as we dip down, we're going to pulse for 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. And down. 2, 3, 4. Good. Keep that going. Excellent. Taking your feet out now, a little bit wider. So depending on the length of your legs, roughly the width of your mat, a little bit more, a little bit less. And toes point slightly outwards. You're just going to squat that down again. And keeping that head and chest raised, looking forwards. That's it. Done, a few more, then we're going to change it up. Good, one more, then next time we're going to change it. So this time, as we drop, we're going to pause and we're going to pulse the knees out for 4. And up, we're down. 1, 2. Good, keeping that going. Two more. Good, last one. And bring that back up, well done. Okay, if you're not towards the back of your mat, move to that back end, looking lengthways along, standing tall, hands up, and roll yourself down. Chucking that chin, curving the spine, down towards the feet, and slowly back up. Reach up high and down. So just keep this going in your own time. And again, if you do need to protect that back and hamstrings, as we go down, soften those knees, take that pressure off. Slowly back up. One, we're going to take our hands down to the mat, we're going to walk it out forwards, taking it out into that straight arm plank position, and hold, body nice and straight, hands under those shoulders, just holding it there. 1, let's take it into a kneeling box position now. So you've got those knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, and pressing that spine up, going into that cat stretch. Good, and then rotate it through, let that spine drop, head comes up. Good, and back up with that spine. Press it up, pause for a second or two, rotate through the shoulders, letting that spine drop. That's good. Couple more each way. onto those heels, stretch it forwards in your child's pose. Good. And 3, 2, 1, bring that back up. Okay, so we're going to go face down onto your mat now, and I want you to bring those elbows up in line with the shoulder, arm bend at 90 degrees. We're going to start with that opposite arm and leg raise. So keeping the forearm parallel to the floor, using the muscles around the back of the shoulder, just going to raise that arm. At the same time, opposite leg, lifting nice and straight up from the floor. Lower it down, change to the other side. So a good second or two to lift, a slight pause, lower down, and change. That's it. Good, so keep that nice and steady. Keep that elbow in line with the shoulder. Raising that forearm off the ground. More to each side. Last one. Gently lower that back down. Okay, this time we're going to stay laying face down on your mat. Or when you bring your arms down to your sides, we're going to go into sort of like that dolphin raise. We're going to raise our head and chest as our legs come up off the floor at the same time. Keep it nice and slow and controlled. There's a real temptation to try and launch yourself up in the air quickly. We want this nice and steady and controlled. So steady lift, pause, steady back down. Really strengthening all that postural chain. So this movement starts in the hamstrings, comes through the glutes, through your lower back, up the spine. All those muscles that weaken as we sit for too long. Help keep us strong. Improve our posture. Reduce that slumping forwards that we all tend to do. Punch over a laptop or hold our phone out in front of us. That's good. Keep that going. Just nice and steady. Two more. And lowering that back down. Well done. Bring yourself back up now into that kneeling box position. So we're there for our Superman or bird dog, whatever you want to call it. We're going to extend that one arm, opposite leg, nice long straight line. Keeping that back nice and level. So we'll do this basic movement a few more times. Then we're going to change it up a little bit. more each side. And we're going to add a bit of a pulse to the movement. So when we extend, we're going to go out long. We're going to bend that knee up. We're going to walk 2, 3, 4, and in. So extend, bend the knee, pulse the leg up for 4. And change. Still aiming to keep that body nice and still. So you've just got that one arm and one leg that move. Just not a big movement as that leg pulses. Just enough to raise that knee. Move one more to each side. Well done. So sticking in that position again, we're just going to go into our thread the needle. So we're going to take that arm underneath, bend the supporting elbow, shoulder close to the mat, rotating up, pointing and looking to the ceiling. Let's take that through, rotate and reach. Good. A couple more each way. Nearly there. Last one. And bring that back down. Well done. So taking it down onto our side now. So we're just going to lay extended out, starting with that basic leg raise. So resting on the hip, arm extended underneath your head, hips stacked one on top of the other. Raise those feet just off the floor if you're able, but if you need to rest the bottom leg down, absolutely fine. And a single, simple leg raise, bring that up, control it back down. Hand in front if you need for your balance, but if you want to challenge yourself, you can take that hand away or lighten the touch on the mat. That's it. Really good. Steady up and down. Two more. And rest that down. So bringing yourself up onto your elbow. So lifting ourselves up a little bit now, bending the knees up. Or if you want to challenge yourself with a harder exercise, you can keep the legs straight. We're just going to lift that up into that side plank. And back down. Good. So just keep that going. Lift. And down. Next time we're going to stop at the top. So we're going to raise, pause, and we're just going to pulse those hips up and down. A couple more. And lower that back down. Well done. Keeping those knees bent up. Let's drop ourselves back down onto that mat, arms out at 90 degrees to the body. So we're going to open over the top. We're going to close, drawing that around the shoulder. Then we open, drawing it back. Close over the top. So whichever way you close, that's the way you start your next one. Draw it around, so draw it back. Close over the top. So it gives us a lovely rotation of the spine and that release of your shoulder. That's good. One more each way. Bring it back and close it over the top. Well done. Roll yourselves over and we'll do them all again. So starting extended out, nice long legs, arm underneath the head, feet off the ground if you're able, raising that top leg, bringing that up, controlling it back down. Good. A few more. Excellent. Two more. And resting back down. So bring yourself up onto that elbow. Those knees bent or legs straight if you want to challenge yourself further. You're going to start with that side plank, just raising that up. Keep that nice and controlled, not too fast, having that pause at the top. That's it. Top and add in that pulse. Hold that and then pulse those hips. Good. Couple more. And lower that back down. Well done. So taking it down onto that mat, bringing that arm out at 90 degrees to your body, other hand on top, let's open over the top, close it, drawing around, open, draw it around, close, over the top. That's it. So whichever way you close, let's have it open the next one. Stretch out, release of that upper back. Good. So one more of each. taking ourselves over onto our backs now. Make sure to lay back first off with our legs bent up. And point those hands up to the ceiling. We're going to start just sliding that leg forwards, heels skimming the floor. Then the other leg. Breathing in as you extend, breathe out of that effort of lifting and coming back in. Untie those arms in now. So opposite arm dropping back behind the head. That's it. Keeping that going nice and steady. Breathing back in. One more each leg. And bring that little stretch. We can give those knees a hug. Bring them in. We're going to take those feet and knees now up into our tabletop. So we've got those shins parallel to floor and ceiling. Arms are down on the mat. We're going to just drop those knees to one side and bring them up over the other side. Lowering those down. When you feel that opposite shoulder lift, that's when you engage that core again. Bring those knees back up and over. Gently rocking those knees one side, then back up over to the other. Couple more each way. So last two. And bring those feet back to the mat. So feet down, close into the bum. We're going to take it up into our bridge. So we tilt that pelvis under, we peel the bum off the floor, peeling it back up. Press those hips high, roll it back down, one vertebra at a time onto the mat, pelvis rocks back. So start tilt under, feeling those vertebrae off the mat as you push the hips up, and down. Good. Nice, steady rolling movement. Let's go for two more. So under, feeling that up. Press those hips. Back down. Last one. Slowly back to the mat. Bringing yourself now up to a sitting position. So just going to sit that back nice and straight, taking our arms forwards. You're just going to let that roll back and up to sitting tall. So we're starting with that standard movement. We'll add a variation in soon. Time as we go back, we're going to pause and we're going to more times. Good, 2 more. Last one. And bring that back up. So let's extend our legs out straight and roll ourselves all the way to our mat. Hands around behind the head. We're going to roll it up. So bring those hands up. When you see the hands, lift the head, tuck the chin, roll the shoulders, bringing yourself up towards those feet and slowly back. And take those hands up. Good. Keep that going. Rolling ourselves, tucking that chin, rolling the shoulders, engage that core, bring yourself up, slowly back. A couple more. Making sure we're tucking that chin, we're rolling those shoulders, curling up from the mat. So one more. It's going to bring us up to the sitting position. Bring yourself up and then just bring your knees in towards the body. So you want to be probably about in the middle of your mat. Bring those knees in, wrap your arms around them. A little fun challenge to finish. We're going to roll ourselves back onto our shoulders, rock forwards and catch yourself on your bum with your feet off the floor. We're going to try balance there. So off we go. And bring that up to balance. That's it. Good, couple more. And one more. And relax it there, well done. Okay, slowly coming up to our feet. Bringing it up to your feet now, standing tall. Let's take one foot back. Bend that front knee, back leg straight, opening out that upper back. And slide that back foot forward, so it's sort of a few inches just behind your front foot, slightly to the side, bending both knees. It's like pelvis under, so you're pushing the hip of the back foot forwards. Stand that up, pick up the back foot. And a really nice stretch down that thigh. And then the foot you've got hold of comes in front. Sit it back, stretching out that hamstring. Now if we've done it right, your opposite foot should be at the back. So we'll stand that calf again, this time hands into the small of the back, pull the shoulder blades together, chest forwards. And relax, sliding that back foot forward, bend both knees, tilt that pelvis under, pushing the hip forwards. let's stand that up, pick up the back foot. Give that thigh a stretch. And then the foot we've got hold of comes in front. We sit that back, stretching out your hamstring. Back up. So taking our feet out wide, about the width of your mat roughly. Very tiny bend in the knee, we're going to take that up and over. And back over the other side. And back, sweeping that low. Bring it up one last time, takes us to our toes as we reach for the sky and hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done.